Well, hello. I am going to try and make a tutorial video at home about how you create your self castle. We haven't done this yet, so I'm going to give everybody a heads up and we will see if we can do this. So this should be the screen you are looking at when you log into Castle Learning. And normally you go to incomplete assignments to see what I have assigned you, or into completed assignments to see how your quiz grade came out. Now you're going to go into what's called self-study. I want you to follow these steps very carefully because this is going to be how you do it every time for every unit for the rest of the year. Ready? So I'm going to hit self-study, and then here's the problem. Rocket mode is like the cheat mode, and we don't want to do rocket mode. It doesn't give us really enough options. We want to go to expert mode. Even though you don't feel like you're an expert right now, you will be. So science, yours might say math here. So you're going to hit the drop arrow, make sure you get to science, and you're going to hit topics. And this is going to happen every old time. Now, chemistry is hidden here in the physical sciences, and the blue plus sign will open us up without checking. Open them right up, and these are everything we have possible to us. And notice, these are the units of study that we are going to use until here, nuclear. See how there's a kinetics down here, and there's a kinetics and equilibrium? This kinetics is for physics. So from this kinetics down is all physics stuff. So don't pick any of that. We are in the atoms unit. So let's open that up. And when you are studying by yourself, let's say you're really not good at electron configuration. You can do this for yourself and give yourself just electron configuration in the future, okay? But since we're doing a whole unit of study, I want you to check the entire unit. Now what this is going to do is tell Castle Learning to pick you questions based on the database that is where questions are put into these categories in the database. This is really what's happening. Now we're going to go down here. I always want you to have 20 questions. Don't wimp out and do 10. Seriously. Then I need you to check or click, and then more importantly, uncheck elementary school and middle school. You all big boys and girls now, we want just high school level questions. And then the very most important piece is give your assignment a title. So I'm going to call it Atoms Self-Study. Okay, because the Atoms Self-Study describes what we're doing. Atoms is the key piece. You're doing a self-study that you're going to get for a grade for me. And so that helps. And what this ends up doing is this piece right here being so important, it will electronically document everything you've done. So when you are studying for a Regents exam, if you're studying for a midterm, if you keep track of everything you do, you'll be able to go back easily and see and say, oh, listen, I've done 6 self-castles on atoms and I'm getting above 90 on all of them. But, oh, look, bonding, I did 4 and I'm getting in the 70s. So I'm going to do more bonding. Does that make sense? Helps keep you organized. If you don't put anything there, it's just going to say untitled or undocumented, and you're not going to know what the questions in that particular assignment came from unit-wise. So it's very good to be organized so you have an idea what's going on. Then we hit OK, and boom. Castle Learning just pulled 20 questions out of the database to create a self-castle for you. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start. And good first question, because here's the problem with self-studies. It says, what is the maximum number of orbitals in a D sublevel? This is a piece right here, D sublevel, that we don't do anymore. And New York State's taken out of the curriculum. I can explain it to you so you know, but it's not part of the curriculum. So these are the kind of questions I want you to do your best with. Let's pick one, and that's wrong because I know it's wrong. But then it says, okay, orbital model of the atom, sublevels, orbitals, electron configuration. These are things that are going to help us. And it says, look closely at the electron configurations in, So it's going to help you understand a little bit more about chemistry without being punished for not necessarily knowing these things. So some of these questions are going to be unfamiliar to you, and that's okay. I want you to take your time with them. Here's a reference table and a calculator if you need help. And just take your time with them and do your best. That's what I'm really looking for. When you are all done with your self-study, you either need to open it up and show me in class that it's done, or the other thing you can do when you're all done is print a PDF. Once you print a PDF, you can take this PDF and email it to me, which is mad wavy, because now I have a physical document that you've done it. So here, see the PDF comes up. I'm going to open it. There it is. And look, it tells me I'm not done. So please don't send me a self-study. When you're not done, it's going to give me all the info. Okay. So you can go ahead and email me that self-study, and then I will have proof that you have completed your self-study. I don't want you getting hung up on some questions you haven't heard about. The other key piece, I'm sorry, not key, but the most common thing you're going to see where it's going to mess you up. Sorry, I'm a little not in practice. I'm not in school mode. Getting back into school mode. On this particular unit, like periodic table questions, you'll see that the periodic table right now is, the groups are named 1 through 18. They used to be broken into A and B blocks with Roman numerals. So you might see something like that, and it'll take you back in time to the way it used to be. There's another common hangup. SPDF orbitals. We don't get into those, so those might come up. So there's going to be some things that are maybe not in the notes. And what I want you to do is, I don't want you to just throw your hands up and quit. I want you to do your best. I'm not going to punish you for getting it wrong. Interact with the program and learn. That's all I'm really concerned about, is your learning. Okay? That is your tutorial on how to create a self-study. Your first one should be titled Atoms for sure. And let me know when you are done. Have a great Indigenous Day.